Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
Some breaking news this evening as police have responded to an alarming situation at a Fargo intersection. Emergency crews are at the corner of First Avenue South and University Drive right now on a report of a car that crashed and took down some power lines. Officials on the scene are working now to get the lines repaired. The power pole is split in half, resting on a tree and sparking. Fargo Fire and police have set up a perimeter to the north and south of the intersection, keeping people away until those power lines are dealt with. One person was taken to a hospital. This is a developing story, so stick with Valley News Live for more details. And more breaking news for you out of South Fargo. Crews are working right now to clean up the scene where a cement truck tipped over a little over an hour ago. It happened in the area of Swanson Health Products off of 40th Avenue South in Fargo. Crews say the truck had just been filled with cement, and they believe the driver turned the corner too quickly. The driver was taken to a local hospital for unknown injuries.
We don't see too many cement trucks tip over. This is a pretty big vehicle that's going to see, as you can tell, they're going to use a couple tow trucks to upright the vehicle.
You are asked to stay out of that area until everything is cleaned up. New information now on a story that Valley News Live first broke to you today at noon. A 23-year-old man is facing multiple charges after crashing into 5 cars and leading police on a pursuit. Just before noon today, police saw a silver car speeding north by West Fargo High School. When officers tried stopping the car, the driver went into oncoming traffic to try and get away from them. Police briefly called off the pursuit due to safety concerns, but then the driver sideswiped 5 vehicles that were stopped at a red light on Main Avenue. Officials later identified 23-year-old Trevor Love of West Fargo as the man who tried running away. He was quickly taken into custody. Love was arrested for fleeing in a motor vehicle, reckless endangerment, hit and run, and having drug and paraphernalia. The lockdowns at Mahnomen Health Center and the Mahnomen Public School are now over. The sheriff's office there says the health center received a threatening call around 3:30 this morning. The caller said he was the father of someone who died in Detroit Lakes and that it was the health center's fault. He then went on to threaten the health center and the school. Police say the threats were not credible and that the individual is alive and out of the area. A 77-year-old Jamestown man is safe tonight after a silver alert was sent out this afternoon saying he was missing. Officials with Sanford Health told police Lyle Bollinger was in dire need of medical attention. But hours later, Bollinger pulled up to his driveway after going for a drive. He told police he didn't know they were looking for him. We took a big leap into hot weather today, sunshine and warm temps for everyone, but there's a bit of a cool down coming. Hutch is here with a look at this evening's forecast in your No Wait weather. Hutch?
Andrea, we have temperatures in the FM area that are warmer than in much of the state of Texas tonight. A very summer-like day, very hazy from those smokes in portions of Canada. The hottest weather from the Red River Valley and the northeastern portions of North Dakota tonight, where we have upper 80s and low 90s. Now, taking a look at your temperatures a little closer, it is hot. Why aren't we seeing thunderstorms forming in the heat? The air too dry. Dew points in the 30s. That's more typical of closer to the winter season. Where we do have a little bit of moisture down near Oakson and Lakes Country in the lower atmosphere, we're seeing a couple of thunderstorms fire, but mainly in South Dakota. So it's going to be a quiet night in the 80s for most of your evening. Little breezy out there from the northwest, but by and large, it will feel as summer-like this evening as it did for the entirety of the day. We'll have details on those changes you were talking about in a few moments, Andrea.
Right. Thanks, Hutch.
You bet.
Police want you to know about a high-risk sex offender living in Grand Forks. Jeremy Spencer Woolsey is a level 3 offender. He recently moved to Grand Forks and is living at 1819 4th Street North. Woolsey has a 2014 conviction for luring a minor by computer from Grand Forks County and a gross sexual imposition from 2008. He must register for a lifetime in North Dakota. The Bemidji Police Department needs your help identifying the people on your screen right now. They say they are both people of interest in an ongoing investigation. If you know who these people are, you can call 218-368-0891. Be sure to reference photo number 395. A tense situation in Hubbard County has left a house with major fire damage and a man behind bars. It happened today at a home just north of Park Rapids, Minnesota. A woman walked into her home to find her ex-boyfriend inside. Authorities say he assaulted her and tried to stab her. She escaped and called police. SWAT was called in and they tried to talk with the suspect. As that was happening, the man was starting fires around the house. They became so big, the fire department was called in. The suspect finally surrendered and was taken into custody. The house was left with extensive fire damage. And now onto a Valley News Live exclusive. A West Fargo man is warning others after his doorbell camera captured a drone creeping around his home and windows while he and his family were asleep inside. We'll tell you what police say is the reason they think this all happened. It's a story that you'll only see tonight on Valley News Live at 6.
With kids, they can't control where their meals are coming from.
The start of summer is seen as a happy time for students, but not all children can celebrate the end of school. For some, school is one of the few places they can eat a warm meal. But as Valley News Team's Veronica Marshall finds out, when school closes down, the community steps up.
As students board buses and say goodbye, and schools look forward to winding down for the summer, other places are ramping up for a busy season because while students can take the summer off, hunger doesn't.
Some of our busiest times is in the summertime because parents have kids at home during the summer. They're wanting snacks and they're wanting lunches, and so our food pantries are busier. Some of these sites are serving up to 40 kids a day.
Nancy Caravue works at the Great Plains Food Bank and says providing summer meals for kids is a must. It's a need she understands personally.
There's been times where when I first had my first kid that we were on SNAP and there's days where we maybe didn't know if we needed to go use a food pantry.
The food bank more than doubled its number of summer meal sites this year, and it isn't the only one stepping in to help.
Last year, we served over 95,000 meals to kids. Tons of kids come in and they eat for free, and they come in every day knowing that they can get a free meal.
The women say their programs let kids act like kids and enjoy their time off instead of worrying about where their next meals are coming from.
The kids are allowed to come in, they can play with the kids on the playground. If there's an activity inside the gym or anything after lunch, they're allowed to participate in that as well.
And if I can just play that part in making sure that they feel cared for and that they're not any different than me or anyone else standing around them, it's huge for me.
So while the programs are busy now, they say they're happy to step up until school starts again. In Fargo, Veronica Marshall, Valley News Live.
For a complete list of all the summer meals programs in our area and the services they offer, like senior meals and free farmers market, visit our website, valleynewslive.com. UND now has an interim president. The North Dakota State Board of Higher Education unanimously named Joshua Wynn as president for the time being. Wynn has been the dean of the medical school at UND since 2010. He will replace Mark Kennedy, who is leaving to become the next president at the University of Colorado. Wynn will go back to the School of Medicine once a permanent president is named. President Trump spoke at the graduation ceremony for the United States Air Force Academy in Colorado today. The president congratulated the cadets on joining the strongest Air Force in history and commended their strength and talent in making it through the academy. The president also focused on his administration's mission on supporting the Air Force with more F-35 jets and also spending to preserve the country's standing as a world military power.
It is a time for America to reclaim the ultimate high ground and prepare our young warriors for today for victory on the battlefield tomorrow. It's a very different battlefield. It's a very different type of warfare, but we are so advanced, and when you see what's coming, you won't even believe it.
President Trump was accepted as an honorary member of the class of 2019 and presented with a painting and a class coin.
You get to get them outside and everyone's feeling kind of excited, and then you don't tend to cry as much as a teacher.
Quite the stylish send-off today for one group of fifth graders and their families as part of the last day of school. All the other students and staff lined the main hallway of Bennett Elementary to cheer on the graduating class of 2019. The celebration is bittersweet, though, as they're also saying farewell to two teachers who are retiring today. This is the fourth year of the celebration, and staff say it's a wonderful way to end the year.
Oh my gosh, it's like sending 500 of your children off to college. That's kind of what it's like. We've had kids that have been really excited, and then we have kids that are a little sad, and we have adults that feel the same way.
The clapping continued as the students walked out of the building and began their summer vacation. Get ready to rock out to some old-time rock and roll. Bob Seger and the Silver Bullet Band will be coming to the Fargo Dome in September. Tickets go on sale on June 7th. The concert is Saturday, September 14th. You can buy tickets at the Fargo Dome box office or through a link in this story on our website.